So today's lesson is going to be about adding fractions with like denominators. This is our next step after we've learned how to identify fractions and how to build them. So our purpose for learning is I can use what I know about fractions and building fractions to compute adding fractions with like denominators. I have a couple reminders that we're going to go over before we get started. You need to remember that the numerator is the number on the top that shows the part that is shaded or the part that is being used, and that the denominator is the total number of pieces, and it says the family name, so you know what fraction piece you're going to be selecting. Remember, the denominator is in the Dungeon with the Dragon. That's one of our cues. So what I did was, I don't have fraction pieces at home, so I printed out a fraction paper and then I colored them in over here and I laid them out. Now if you're anything like me, I had to put them on the carpet because I could not put them on the table and pick them up because they are paper and my fingers were having a hard time. So here we go. I am going to back my camera up a little bit so you can see. So here are my fraction pieces. I tried to make them all different colors so it was easy for me to figure out which one was which one quickly so that I wasn't wasting time trying to find them all. I colored them all the same color, so each family is the same color, and then I can start with my addition. So here I've written some equations here that I will be building using my fraction pieces so that I can figure out when I add the two fractions what the new fraction will be. So starting at my first equation here, it says 1/8 plus 1/7. So thinking about my family name, I need to go down to the 8th family. So I'm going to come down here where my 8ths are, and I'm going to first grab my 1/8. Put it here, and then I'm going to go grab my next fraction, which is 7/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've run out of room, so I'm going to come over here. 7. So I have 1/8 plus 7/8 here, and I'm going to add that 1/8 to that 7/8, and we'll see how many eighths do I have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 eighths. So up on my paper, I'm going to write that I have 8 eighths. That's interesting. My numerator and my denominator are the same. I wonder, we've talked about this in the past. Let's see, is that the same as 1 whole? Let's compare. I have 8 eighths. Now it's not perfect because of cutting, but 8 eighths is the same as 1 whole. Cool. Now I'm going to take my 8 eighths off. I'm going to put them back over here, and I'm going to pull and get ready for another fractions equation. My new fraction equation is asking me what are 2/6 plus 3/6. So the fraction family that I now have to go to is going to be which one? Let's think about it. The denominator tells us the family name, so I'm going to go to my 6th. My 6th is in the denominator, so that's the family I'm pulling from. This first equation tells me that it's 2/6, so that numerator is telling me how many I'm using. So I'm pulling 2/6, 2 from the 6th family for my first fraction. And then here it says 3/6, so I'm pulling 3 from the 6th family for my second fraction. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to add them together to see how many sixths I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 from the 6th family, or I have 5 sixths. Now, I checked that last one with 8 eighths, and I wondered if that was the same as 1 whole because the numerator and the denominator were the same. Let's just for fun, let's check. My numerator and my denominator are not the same on this one. That is definitely smaller than 1 whole. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move on. So I'm going to scoop up my 6th family. I'm going to put them back. And now I'm going to grab my next equation. My next equation here says that I have 3/7 plus 1/7. So for my first fraction, 3 from the 7th family. So I'm going to pull 3 from my 7th family. Put them up so you can see them. 3 from my 7th family. And then it says I have 1 from my 7th family, so I shall grab 1 more. Now I'm going to put them together. And how many sevenths do I have now? I have 4 sevenths, or 4 from the 7th family. That's how you add. Now, I am going to let you practice these next 2 equations, and I'll give you a little bit of think time, and you can pause the video if you want to do this along with me just to check to see if you're getting them correct. My next equation says 4 from the 9th family, so you're going to grab 4 from the 9th family. And then it says 2 from the 9th family. So go ahead and grab 2 from the 9th family. And then I want you to work it out. You can pause the video. And you should have a total of 6 from the 9th family, or 6/9. I'll let you practice one more time with the equation at the very bottom. My fraction pieces have up to the 12ths, so I'm going to use those little bitties. And it says you're going to grab 6/12ths and that you're going to grab 5/12ths. I want you to build those and practice. Hit pause on the video so you can do what you need to do. And I'm going to build them now. So I have 6/12ths, and then my next equation says I need, or my next fraction, I'm sorry, says I need to select 5/12ths or build 5/12ths for my next fraction. So I now have 6/12 plus 5/12, and when I put those together, that makes 11/12. And that is how you add fractions with like denominators.